Let's get out there and find and catch your very first wild Pokemon. The coolest part about Pokemon Go is that you're actually interacting with your environment. Based off of Google Maps, Pokemon Go sees where you are. You walk around your real world and Pokemon appear around your world. There's other things that appear like gyms and Pokestops. We'll be covering those in a future lesson. But first, let's find your very first wild Pokemon. You have to have the app open and running, so you can't just walk around and wait for Pokemon to appear with your phone off. Once you are close to a Pokemon, your phone will vibrate. You can literally move your camera around. You will see in Pokemon Go, if you're using the augmented reality mode, you can turn this off. I'll talk about that in just a sec. But you literally see the Pokemon on your screen in your environment. Once you see a Pokemon, your screen will show a few different options, and this graphic shows you those options. On the top left, number 1, you can run away. So if you don't want to deal with this Pokemon, you can just run away. In the top right, you can toggle on or off AR mode. This is the augmented reality mode. This is where it appears like the Pokemon is in your environment. Number 3 is the Pokemon's name and CP, or combat power. Combat power basically is how strong your Pokemon is, or that Pokemon is. Number 4 is the target ring. This is where you're going to be aiming the Pokeball to try to catch this Pokemon. 6 is your Pokeball. This is the ball that you will fling towards the Pokemon and try to catch. Number 7 is the camera if you want to take a picture of the cute little Pokemon. And number 8 is to access your bag to change Pokeballs or use any items that you have. That target ring you see here is yellow, shows how easy it is to catch the Pokemon. Green is the easiest, yellow is intermediate, and red is the most difficult. Depending on the type of Pokemon, where you're at, this difficulty will change. The ring will also change size. So the smaller the ring size is, the better chance you have of actually catching the Pokemon. All you have to do is with your finger, fling the Pokeball up towards the Pokemon. This might take a couple tries, but try to get it right in the middle of that ring. If successful, the Pokeball will capture the Pokemon, or the Pokemon will jump out and you'll have to try again. A quick tip for bonus points: when you fling your Pokeball, drag and rapidly spin the Pokeball in a circular motion before you release with your finger. Takes a little bit of practice, and you'll receive a curveball bonus. Another quick note about CP, or combat power, something we mentioned in this lesson. The combat power shows how powerful the Pokemon is. Once you catch that Pokemon, you can actually increase their CP with 2 things: Stardust and candies. Stardust is something that you get every time you catch a Pokemon, and candy is an item specific to each Pokemon that you get when catching that Pokemon. So for example, if you're catching a Zubat and you want to make your Zubat stronger with more combat power, catch more Zubats. You get more Zubat candy that will help raise the combat power of your Zubat. Another thing to note is your Pokeball has levels. The higher performance balls like Great, Ultra, and Master Balls increase the ability to catch wild Pokemon. You can access these from your bag, but you won't be able to get these Pokeballs yet. You have to level up your character, something we'll talk about more later, and you will have to find them and get them at Pokestops. Another thing we'll talk about in just a minute. Your own character level, you as the Pokemon Master, it increases as you catch more Pokemon. And this allows you to see higher combat power Pokemon in the wild. So when you're just starting, you're going to see a lot of basic Pokemon like Zubats and Pidgeys. But as your character level increases, you'll see more advanced Pokemon. Another thing to note is that different types of Pokemon show up in different places at different times. You'll probably find more water Pokemon by lakes, oceans, rivers. and maybe some more grass type Pokemon in rural areas. We'll talk more about types of Pokemon later. Different Pokemon might come out at night versus during the day as well. So go out, have fun, start catching Pokemon, practice your Pokeball flinging, and if you need help navigating the map, check out our next lesson, which will walk you through your Pokemon Go map.